Hello everybody and welcome back to Dishonored 2 Part 12. We are in the pretty much the end here. The last time we played, we stopped, we basically replaced Duke Luca Bell with his body double, and we took Delilah's spirit and we put it in the heart. Which I have here. As you can see, it is kind of decayed a little bit. But yeah, so we have some bone charms. They are inside of Billy's room here.
Tyrant and his cronies without leaving a wake of bodies.
Remarkable what Delilah's accomplished, coming from such a background, taking the throne.
Let's go ahead and just take all the stuff that we can currently. Valeria Galvani weave.
At least the situation with the Duke is behind us. Let's not forget.
Let's go ahead and talk
To
Sokolov, who's finishing up our painting here.
You know where to go to find Delilah, but how will you handle her?
It's my hope that you have some sort of plan.
It could be tricky. She might not give me any choice but to fight, and Delilah deserves whatever she gets.
At my age, I've come to distrust words like deserve. As I told you, I knew her long ago. Badly wounded, deep at her center, but cunning, and looking for a way to pull herself up. Perhaps more than anything, Delilah had a talent for imagining the world as a better place. If only that could have been channeled towards something less twisted.
Too late for regrets.
Yes, you're right. In any case, please watch yourself. I've come to care a great deal about you.
Goodbye, Anton.
Alright, let's go ahead and listen to this audiograph here.
Still aboard this creaking thing that
Megan is waiting for you on the deck outside. She seemed cagey earlier, even more than usual.
Rule against the malevolent ocean and large enough to heave the great leviathans aboard, thrashing and spilling their life's blood across the decks. Majestic ships, swift with luxurious cabins, fit for an empress. Where are those vessels now? They're far too important to carry an old man like me. I've been abandoned by my own creations. But maybe that's the way it should be. Haven't I been cruel, selfish? Perhaps I should be forgotten, consigned to the junk heap. Maybe I should die at last. And there's a chance I will on this final escapade. To Dunwall, then. We'll see what's left of me.
Alright, let's take the coin there, and so we want to get the 2 bone charms in there. To do so, we're gonna have to go.
If I hadn't killed it.
Billy Lurk. Billy, I ain't know your address, so I just give this letter to a mudlark who knew the lay of the area and hoped for the best. You and I ain't got no reason to like each other, but Fenwick liked you good enough, and that's why I'm writing. Anyways, he's dead, and I thought you should know. It was that old wound, remember? It never did heal. We tried every kind of cure in Poultice. You know what I think? I think maybe the boss cut him. Maybe on purpose, maybe not. You know how it was back then. Speaking of, I tried to find the big knife, but no one's heard a thing in years. Don't know if he's alive or what. Anyways, out of respect to Fennec, If I ever see you, I won't kill you, Katrina. So, if this hasn't, if that doesn't confirm to you, who Billy is, I mean, who Megan is, excuse me, I've just revealed it. So, Megan is Billy Lurk. If you remember Billy, she was the right-hand assassin for Dowd. And she participated in the killing of the Empress. She, of course, was let go by Dowd in the end. He let her go as a kindness, a courtesy to her. And ever since, this is what she's been doing. She's been here, you know, on this boat. And now she's helping me. She changed her name to Megan Foster, and she's been trying to help as much as she could. So, of course, there are 2 bone charms in there. What's in there is kind of the bigger reveal that that's who she is. But, yeah, if you remember her,
hey,
good old Billy Lurk.
There you are. I wanted a chance to talk.
Go ahead and take her cabin key real quick. There you go. There's the reveals of that. So these 2 bone charms here, Spirited and Bird of Prey. Drop Assassination restores some health, and Elixirs restore slightly more mana. We're going to wear that one, but we are going to go ahead and get rid of the other one. So we have some coins here. As you can see, this is her old Drowner's mask, her old assassin blade. We have 2 things. We have her notebook and an audiograph. So we'll go ahead and read the notebook first. Megan Foster's notebook. What day is it? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know what will happen. No one can know. But I have a feeling that we'll all be dead soon. Everyone dies, just like my sweet Deirdre, twitching in the mud. But I think death is very close now. The air feels strange. The wind is coming from the west. I saw a dead gull floating in some foam. Don't go off to Dunwall, Billy. That's what I'm reading from all the signs. I could run. Finally try and find him at long last, the old knife himself. They could rent another boat. They don't need me, not really. So I could run. I should run. Haven't I had more than my share of blood? So why am I still here?
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
So yeah, that's Dowd for you. And knowing that Megan is Billy, that was kind of one of the big kind of things that I feel was, of course, you know, there's little clues here and there throughout that kind of give away that Megan is really Billy the entire time, but it's someone who had a past, so, you know, you found she got let go by Dowd. So now we can talk to her.
Megan.
People have called me that for a long time, but it's a lie. My name is Billy Lurk.
I remember seeing that written down somewhere a long time ago.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm telling you this, but you deserve the truth. I'll just say it. 15 years ago, I ran with a mercenary gang. We got paid to kill people. Some who deserved it, some who didn't. The boss pulled me up from the Dunwall slums when I had nothing and had run out of rope. This is hard to admit.
I want to hear you say it.
Our leader was the assassin Dowd, and I was part of the crew. Our last big job together, we were paid to...
You helped Dowd kill Jessamine.
Yes. I don't know what else to say. I've lived a very long time wishing I could take that day back, but I can't.
So, as going with my theme of, you know, low chaos and forgiveness, I guess, really, Billy has helped us a lot. Telling her that she's a monster is kind of shitty, so...
I can't ever forgive you for what you did, but suffering has a way of twisting people. You're a different woman today than you were then.
Yeah. We've all been hurt. But not all of us did what I did. Or became what Delilah became. I know you'll never get over it. But neither will I.
No, I don't think you will. Goodbye, Billy. I'm taking the skiff and I'll go alone from here.
Alright. So there you go. Skiff is ready. We have everything we need. Alright. So, what we could technically do is, we could technically craft all the rest of the bone charms that we've kind of saved up, if we really wanted to, but, let's just go ahead and go to Dunwall Streets first and see what, yes, old Sam, rest in peace. So, I'm actually kind of interested to see how this place looks. In High Chaos, this place looks pretty sinister and evil. Basically there's all these spikes all over the place, and the place is just crawling with enemies and shit. So we'll see what this place looks like on Low Chaos, because I know that it changes depending on what kind of chaos you're in.
Take me to the Mall Tower. Bring me back to the cage in my own chest.
Oh, I will. Delilah will be made mortal again.
You let Emily's mother slip into oblivion. Do you know where my mother's resting? In a child's coffin, her skinny legs tucked beneath her, because I couldn't afford proper burial. While my father rests in the Imperial crypt.
You're lying.
You still can't accept it. You were sent to Dunwall as a gift, like a box of candies, because that's all you were worth. I had your lover's heart, and my body sleeps in your bastard daughter's bed.
If I learned anything in Karnaca, it's that birth shouldn't give anyone the right to rule. You earn it every day by serving the people who need you. Now I'm coming to end your tyranny, Delilah.
Alright. So there must be some way to get to the main entrance. So it actually kind of looks almost the same. Like I said, in High Chaos, there's all these big, like, black spikes everywhere that kind of inhabit everything. So we have a few things. We have a black bone charm there. We have runes there and a rune there as well. Coins here. Common key needed. Well, I had the key to that door the last time I was here.
Everyone has to make a living, right?
With all the shops in the district shuttered,
Everything's gone to the void here.
So this place is now a black market. That's pretty cool. Reduce damage taken. You're less visible in well-lit areas. Nice. I definitely want those.
I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Less visible in well-lit areas. I think that's going to be the one for sure.
Glad we could do business.
All right. Let's see. I will first of all
I'll take that deal.
take the rune and that key.
Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry.
Let's see here. Explosive bullets. Less noise and running. I definitely want that. And sprinting. All right. Well, if we can save up a little bit of money from what we find around here, then probably we'll be able to get that. Come back and get that as well. Grim tidings from the capital of the empire. Following the coup, Empress Delia Caldwin, formerly called Delia Copperspoon, still sits on the throne of the Dunwall Tower. The residents of the district have, for the most part, fled. Shops and apartments sit in decay. In some cases, barricades have been erected in narrow streets, attempting to contain the odd cabal of women accompanying our new ruler. Seeking to exploit an opportunity, local gangs are having a field day. I can attest personally to the increased presence of the Hatters, whose numbers have swelled with the recruitment of orphan children. Your intrepid reporter will continue to bring you news as it happens, and as always, I will interpret the events to the best of my ability. At the Courier, we try to represent all sides that we deem reasonable, but of course, we have a perspective, and we have values, just like all journalist outlets, which will always inform our reporting.
Welcome back.
Oh, that's just creepy. Alright, let's see. Some raw whalebone here, some copper wire. Creepy lullabies being played. Not my thing. Well, there's hounds. Oh, look at that. Sniper shot. Door's blocked. See if I could. Get in via a window. I want in. Oh my god. Jesus. These people. So maybe low chaos, but people are still just suffering.
You got this close to Dunwall Tower? By the gates.
Yeah. The big fight between those overseer hard asses and Delilah's girls.
Are we gonna put it back together? Make it work?
Yeah, dumbass. Because you just spent 6 years at the Academy of Natural Philosophy.
Hey!
Don't lose your shit over a joke then. We're gonna sell it. Must be worth a lot of coin. We'll have to get this thing onto a boat. No one buying in Dunwall right now.
It's not such a crazy.
Okay, well.
Get it working again. Put a hat on it. Sweating up a
This part of the
storm
city's a
here.
graveyard. I don't know whether to run or settle in.
So those are the Hatters down there. Letter from Boyle Accounting. Miss Fenella Reed, I regret to inform you that your special allowance request has been denied by our financial director. We are very sorry to hear that your apartment on Calden Boulevard is in such poor condition, but we think you're being overly emotional when describing the building as on the verge of collapse. A broken leg is certainly not something irreparable, nor is a broken ceiling. In any case, as the import manager, you must understand that the company's future is unsure, to say the least. As the untimely death of our beloved founder and the political turmoil across the empire, all wages should remain frozen until a successor is appointed. No exceptions will be granted. We wish you the best of luck. Sincerely yours, Martin Jenkins, for Boyle Accounting. What the hell? This controller's been having this problem where it like says it's disconnected. But the controller's not really disconnected. You know what? You can just lay right by your friend. Some clock in there. Sorry, bud. Business is business, buddy. Just lay you right there. Blade conversion. A little bit of stuff in here. This has really been cleared out. Catchers just have nothing in them. Take that. So we had, what was it? It was 500 for that other thing. Just tell me how much I have. Oh, 571. Okay, cool. So we can actually go back and get the less noise when sprinting. Black market shop. So let's go ahead and grab that.
Come in, my friend. I like how you spend.
So sword damage against clockwork soldiers and magic using enemies. Well, that would be good for the clockwork soldiers, but I want... this.
Watch your ass out there.
Thanks. Is
Good
there a
to
way
see you again.
into...
I used to go and pray.
There's
at
from
the
down
abbey,
there.
but I haven't seen a single.
So... Dunwall Courier. This door's also blocked. There we go. That's our way in. Nothing in these. Couple of coins. Alright. Empress and Royal Protector exonerated. Victim of clever conspirators. On these trusted pages, we have often speculated about the Crown Killer. At first, we believed the monster took orders directly from the throne. Yet recent events have laid bare innumerable facts to leave Empress Emily Caldwin and her Royal Protector Corvotano free of all such doubts. Not only are they no longer implicated in those gruesome murders, but they themselves are the victims of clever conspirators bent on destroying their exemplary reputations. Evidence now points to an assassin from Karnaca, possibly taking orders from none other than Duke Luca Bell and Delilah Copperspoon. However, this venerable institution is reluctant to arrive at conclusions before the whole truth is known. We will keep you aware of events that transpire, dear readers. So just know that if you had never saved this guy, that everything would have been printed by the by somebody that Delilah put into power, which would really, all the newspapers would be different. It's talking about how, like, we're taking down Duke Luca Bell and stuff like that, how, like, we're a terrorist, and how it's like we're threatening the Empire, blah 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 blah. It would basically makes this look even worse. But by saving this guy, we've actually really kind of actually helped things.
Lord Protector, you're alive.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
I went back home to Serkonos to strike against those supporting Delilah, the architects of the coup against Emily.
And were you successful? Things are a mess here.
I know how to beat Delilah now. I'm going to topple her and find a way to help my daughter retake her throne.
That's the best news I've heard in a long while. You'll have my support. Whatever you need, just ask.
Once it's safe, just tell the public what happened. If I come out on top, I'll invite you to Dunwall Tower to conduct an interview.
So yeah. So there you go. If we would have never saved him, then there'd actually be somebody in there that would be hostile towards us. When I originally played, like when I originally played through this the first time, I had two separate, like save files. One had him saved, the other had him not saved, and it makes quite the difference. You'd be surprised. I still want to get into this place over here, so
Who's there?
Hey, you! Come here! Where do you think you're going?
He won't go anywhere. What's going on here? time for games.
I'll find you, you know.
Stand a chance anyway.
See you later, lady. Oh, geez, that was a scream. Crossbow bolts. So we got everything in there. Jeez. We didn't go the opposite way over here. Let's check out over here.
I've heard some of Delilah's lot of set up on Caldwell's Bridge. Hello?
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm an agent of the true Empress, Emily Caldwell.
Thank the stars for that. I've been hiding here since the coup. Worked in the carriage rails before things went to pieces.
I've been away. What's it been like here in the capital city?
At first, there was fighting. Delilah's bunch against those in the city watch who were still loyal. People tried to barricade the streets, to put up a wall around the tower. Eventually, the overseers came down, led by the High Overseer himself. They fought against Delilah's witches. That's the only word for them. But I haven't seen an overseer in a while now.
What else?
There was rioting over food, but people have fled the district mostly. Not long ago, someone came by in the dead of the night, pushing a carriage toward the tower. Looked like bones, maybe from a whaling slaughterhouse. No idea why Delilah would want that.
Thanks for what you've told me. Stay hidden for a few more days. Maybe things will get better after that.
So people are kind of suffering. Now I say is I'm taking his stuff. So you can see everybody's really basically dead. Let's see here. Anything in here maybe? Can I really not like stand on top of those pipes?
A man with hips like his, but he's going to pay for making me wait.
Let's see here.
Just jealous. If I want to dance, then
talking. Jesus. There we go. Okay, let's check down here. Grab that. Really not much else. Citizens report troubling events. Troubling signs of mischief have been reported recently in all corners of Dunwall. What was thought to be a series of pranks has proven much more widespread and unsettling, despite the enlightened age in which we live. Superstitious folk have begun to rumormonger of witchcraft. There are reports of dogs shaved to the skin, small owls pinned to doors, lines of salt ominously left below windows, dried rats hung from archways, cats walking backwards who failed to mew, and pots of strange-smelling ointments left underneath beds and writing desks. That all these things might be occurring here in the capital all at once boggles this journalist's mind. What desperate times! If half of these are true, each odd occurrence seems a bad omen, a warning for terrible things to come. And if some say the antics are the work of Empress Delilah's devout followers, then what hope is there? So yeah, there's not a bunch of spikes and shit everywhere, but there's just tons of dead-ass bodies. Jesus! Alright. Rig the place. Counter blast inversion. Four, 5, 1. So the code. Damn it. I hate these dials because they take forever to get around. I have to just mash the button. Dr. Galvani's journal. 24th day, month of Earth, 1852. In the middle of the coup against our fair Empress Emily, whom I've supported since her mother's time, I was robbed again. Some miscreant took advantage of the chaos and broke into my new apartment. I give up. The city is cursed. I'm leaving forever. I sold everything and I'm off to Tibia. If you come back again, you scoundrel, enjoy your visit to my home. There's nothing left to steal. Maybe you can roll yourself up in my carpets and lick the dust from the furniture, since you seem to have such an obsession with me. Yeah, that was me. I did that. I apologize. That's why there's the, that was why there's the explosive ammo there. Alright, Dunwall Tower entrance. Dead guards here. Unlock the, like this. Gate defense orders. According Corporal Blinn, you and your men are being positioned outside the gates. Trust me, it's for your own good. Life on the inside with our new empress is not what you're used to. With Ramsay out of the picture, those of us who sided with him in support of Delilah are thinning on quickly. Some have deserted, others have, well, let's just say they've offended our new ruler once too often. So here are your orders. Don't expect food or pay. Take what you can from the neighborhood and surrounding district. Call it attacks. Should an attack come from any quarter, defend the gate. Even if your checkpoint falls, you'll buy the time to prepare for the assault. Captain Michelle Hayes. All the coins there. Some whalebone there. That Bridge Canal. Oh yes, and this here. Let me see. Oops, how much we have. $649. Maybe we can go back and get something else.
Some wise ass has been robbing black market shops. Hope we find out who.
Grenade this is for grenades. Let's do damage against Clockwork Soldiers. I don't know if she has any, but if she does, I'm gonna want to definitely have those.
My door's always open.
Oh, actually, while I'm here.
I take a risk just having the goods delivered here. It's worth the risk, I suppose.
Okay, so now that we've done all of that, we can go ahead. Let me check here. There's some runes. They're up here. For me to get up there, I need to get back on top of this carriage. So let's go ahead and do what we did earlier. Here. Jesus. Excuse the fuck out of you, lady. That put her straight on her ass. I was wondering who was talking. I was like waiting for it. Should have known. There we go. Anonymous letter. Miss Fenella Reed, are you really going to keep living in a ruin with your leg still broken out of misguided loyalty to your boss? He's dead and he was an asshole. Everybody knows that. I don't give your building 3 days. I don't give your building 3 days before it falls to the ground. By that time, you could be sailing to Driscoll on the ship I told you about. The captain will grant you passage for free if I give him the word. They're leaving this afternoon. All you have to do is pass by that little courtyard behind the Dunwall Courier and do as I told you. Nobody will know. Go back to your family, leave Dunwall, and forget about the Boyle Company. This is your last chance, friend. Alright, so we'll over here. Don't come out here. Told you not to come out here. Alright, so this place is loaded with stuff. Grab that. This barometer here, because they're too stupid to figure it out. That's entry in a sailor's diary. Born in Dunwall, thought I'd die here too. But I got to go find a new home. This one ain't, it ain't one way or the other to me who runs the Empire. You-horn, from way back, his granddaughter, Lady Emily, this new Delilah, whoever. None of them could be like Jessamine. She really had something special. Anyway, I'd stay, but Dunwall's gone to junk, and there ain't nothing here for an old sailor. I'm gonna get killed in the street just for buying an ale, that's what. I got one regret. That's I'll never see my secret room again. Been working on it since I was a young man, my shrine. Lucky little tidbits I found here and there. My whalebone carvings, quite a collection. But I can't bring a whole room with me now, can I? Anyway, I ain't so old that I can't start a new shrine wherever I wash up. Maybe Tibia. Well, old man, I'll be taking all that stuff, including all your jellied eels that I'm going to eat. And I will take these. Talk to the outsider.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Delilah's waiting for you. She's been sleeping badly for the last couple of weeks, because that piece of her you're carrying around has been calling out, begging her to take it back. She feels the same craving, but she'll fight to the death to stop you from putting her spirit back where it belongs. You were careful in Karnaca. Let's see how that serves you in the tower, where you and Jessamine fell in love. Delilah's got the throne and your daughter. But now she's got a secret as well.
Alright, so we have 3 runes. Let's go ahead and get Shadow killed, just in case, because we really have everything else that I could want. So, before we go, we can get this bone charm here. It's all the way up here on this, where we originally left. Dead witch.
Delilah.
So yeah, basically if you come in here, you can't get past all this because she's got all these vines and shit. Cause I originally came up here to try to see if I could get in the, like the secret entrance way. Yeah, see, block the secret passage. Alright, let's see what she's got here. Wolfhounds cannot smell you. Got it. So yeah, there's a letter here. Block the secret passage. I want the back route out of the tower blocked off in case anyone else knew about the former Empress's secret exit. Work all night if you have to. So yeah, they kind of thought of that. That was like my original plan when I came up here. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go through that secret passageway. But no, they blocked it off. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's head through to here. Back to Dunwall Tower. We gotta take Delilah out. So the first thing we need to do is get her soul back in her body.
I saw the High Overseer fall. All is lost. Leave this place.
The Abbey assaulted the tower.
Somehow we were overcome. Not just Delilah's sorcerers and their gravehounds, but mechanical men. Automated soldiers. The ancient music was useless against them.
Rest now. But know that I'm going to end Delilah's reign. I swear it.
At death's door, I smell the corruption of the void upon you. A heretic against a heretic. Laughable. The world is doomed.
Whatever, Dick. Brother Fitz, I bid you courage on your expedition in the heart of corruption, the once shining Dunwall Tower. Now that beyond Delilah's cold heresy, she is full of guile. Be wary. Storm the tower and protect High Overseer Kulan with your life, for he will lead us back to the righteous path. There's another thing. For years, rumors have circulated regarding the Royal Protector. If victory is secured and you manage to find yourself in his quarters alone, we want you to search for signs of blasphemy. Report back, but only to me. All my years I dedicate to the Abbey and the oracular orders. This is for Rosewood. Yeah, go against me, will you? Guard deserting. Weaver, that's it, mate. We talked about it last night, and me and my Jilly are leaving Dunwall. You know me, I was always city watch through and through. I never thought I'd be a deserter, but there's no other way. Staying in the tower with Delilah and all her followers would be nuts. I've seen things in the last week I didn't think could happen. When Mortimer Ramsay said Empress Emily was a traitor and that Lord Corvo had been killing off nobles, I believed it. Now I'm sure I was being naive. We all got taken on that one. Everything's 10 times worse now than it's ever been. Jilly and I are going up to Poolwick. Her sister has a farm outside of town, so goodbye and good luck. If you ever get up there, I owe you a few drinks. As always, remember our motto, keep your head down. Peterson. Delilah's new plans. With the help of Duke Lucobel, Delilah Copperspoon has executed a successful play for the throne and now sits as Empress. Whether legitimate or not is a matter of hotly debated opinion. Emily Caldwell's fate is unknown at this time, but we do know that several of her ministers are dead, believed to have been assassinated, and that the Parliament has been set ablaze by a group of unknown arsonists. In the time since the coup, Empress Delilah has issued several proclamations, along with her assertion announced by street speaker that everything will change soon in Dunwall and across the Empire. So our new ruler promises to show us a wonderful future and warns that all citizens should endeavor to place their most earnest trust in her. Given the ruins in the streets around the palace, one can only speculate about what she means. Here we go. Open the gate up. So she's got all these dumb things. And then there are people who have been turned to stone, as you can clearly see. So there are a few things. There's some bone charms, some runes. Okay, let's see here.
Two hands bled, make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stained blue and blush, conjure rainbows for her brush. Shade and hue, dig and crack, crush and mix, eyeless black. 8 hands sift and 8 hands blend, make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stained blue and blush, conjure rainbows for her brush. Ancient mud and stinking clay, yellow dyes for golden day. 6 hands sift and 6 hands blend, make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stained blue and blush, conjure rainbows for her brush.
Ammonia drowns precious copper, cyan leads to dreams improper.
Typical chanting bullshit.
Sift and 4 hands blend, make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stained blue and blush, conjure rainbows for her brush.
Coal tar dye, pig's placenta, grind and wash rich magenta.
2 hands sift and 2 hands blend, make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stained blue and blush, conjure rainbows for her brush. Eight hands sift and 8 hands blend, make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stained blue and blush, conjure rainbows for her brush. Ancient mud and stinking clay,
You still haven't noticed.
dyes for golden day. 6 hands sift and 6 hands blend, make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stained blue and blush, conjure rainbows for her brush.
Ammonia drowns precious copper, cyan leads to dreams. Huh? What's going on? Time to cry and believe.
Bye. Okay, well. Out of that. Crimson and Black. Carmela, I have a special job for you and few others, Coven Sister. I'm at work on an important painting, my final masterpiece, and I require some rare pigments to see it's to completion. Move in secret, be quick. Gather what you need. Use the thigh bone of a drowned sailor to crush and mix colors. Gather 20 banded slugs, seal them together in a jar until only one remains. It will be large and shiny. Yes, fat near to bursting. Crush it with your fingers and capture the ooze in a vessel. Use this to give the pigments a finer consistency. My love for you only grows. Your empress forever, Delilah. Okay, we have Bone Charm in here. I got Agile Recovery. Everything falls slightly quicker. Let's go ahead and I think what we're going to do is we're going to sacrifice some Bone Charms here. Spirited. Agile Recovery. I think we'll go ahead and we'll make another crafted one. Maybe a 3, since there's no chance of corruption. That's about recovery. What was the other one that I had? Oh, it was this one. Slightly more mana. And then, let's see here. Well, Fencer, we'll do that one. Just in case we get in a sword contest. There we go. We'll do that. That completely filled up. Good night.
Better have a look.
All right, let's get up here. Let's just get inside the goddamn tower. Shall we, before we get caught? Right.
Faye says Delilah's up in the throne room, but a few days ago she was spending all her time in that bleak little overseer chapel.
So she's in the throne room. Just checking here to see how to do this shit non-lethally. Okay.
Foot. What's she working on?
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to... I am going to split this into 2 videos because this is quite a big area, and we're going to have to follow Delilah in through to some other stuff, so I think it's going to take longer than normal, so I think I'm going to split this into 2 videos. So I will be back in just 1 second. Take care, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.